right. Now I want to grab another precept. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29. And verse 15. It says, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and their works are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us, and who knoweth us? All right. And see, we know who you are now, man. We already ratted you out. All right. But that word woe, that means destruction. All right. So destruction unto you. All right. You elites that seek deep to hide your counsel from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. All right. And your works are in the dark. Okay. So they literally sit down and have these think tanks. All right. That's what it's literally called, think tank. All right. They have think tanks on how to, what new way they can destroy our people, or what new way can they suppress the truth from coming out, or what new way to get us off the highways and byways. All right, and get our own people to come up against us. All right. Now, verse 16 says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? All right. So right there, man said, look, man, your turning of things upside, it's like your turning of things upside down is esteemed as the potter's clay, man. All right. You made these different laws and statutes and decrees, and all these are bear witness to you, man, about how what type of man that you are. All right, you're the wicked and you're the devil that the Bible speaks of. You're the iniquity that has been revealed, like it says in the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, the second chapter. It's like you. All right. Just want to grab another precept. That's Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. It says, woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. All right. So that's exactly what they did. They decreed unrighteous decrees, man. All right. Everything that they've written down, man, is completely against the scriptures, and they know this, man, because their power, they tapped into the power on the left hand side, man. All right, they have access to that power on the left hand side, which is Satan. All right. Meanwhile, only a select few are tapped into the power on the right hand side, which is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which is over Satan, man. All right. But that's a topic for another video, though, man. All right. That says, so to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. All right. And that verse speaks a lot of volumes, man. All right. It said to turn aside the needy from judgment. All right. You know, when our people get gunned down in the streets, you know, they'll probably like slap the guy on the hand, and you know, he probably get fined, and that's it. You know, you might get indicted and, you know, go away scot-free. Don't even have to face jail time. All right. And it said, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, so that widows may be their prey. And our people are a prey to these devils, man. All right. It says, and that they may rob the fatherless. And what will ye do in the day of visitation, in the desolation which shall come? All right. It's like it. And I'll read that verse again. It says, what will ye do in the day of visitation and in the desolation which shall come from far? To whom will ye flee for help? And where will ye leave your glory? Without me, they shall bow down under the prisoners, and they shall fall under the slain. For all this, his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. And that's right, man. The Lord's hand is still stretched out still, man. All right. Now, I want to grab this verse. I know I grabbed this verse in the last video, but I got to bring this back out, man. This is the book of Amos, chapter 9. Let's see. Verse 2. It says, though they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. It's talking about these elites trying to find these, actually, they actually have bunkers and different places that they can go to for refuge when the destruction comes. Because like I said before, or that I brought out in scripture, Salakia, that they sought things out and they know what's about to happen. So they have these different places to go for, they have different fallout shelters they can go to when it happens. All right. That's why it says, though they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them. All right. So even though they go under the ground, you know, he says, thence shall the hand of Yahweh Shemiah shall take them. And then though they climb up to heaven, all right, the space stations, all right, trying to escape the planet Earth to get away from the destruction, he said, thence will I bring them down. And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. And guess what? That's actually Leviathan is going to make a comeback, man. All right. Because they got these different places in the seas that, you know, they think that they can escape to. And guess what? The Lord's going to command the Leviathan to get at them, man. All right. Now, let's see. I want to grab another precept. This I think is the last verse or the last precept. Slacky. Job chapter 20 and verse. Actually, let me start up a few verses up. Yeah, I'm starting at verse 18. He said, that which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. All right. So everything this Edomite has done, all the riches that he's taken from us, all right, everything that he's stolen and that he took unto himself, he's going to restore it. All right. And it says he's not going to swallow it down. Okay. Verse 19 said, because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor. Who's the poor? It's talking about us, man. We're the poor. All right. The poor is talking about Israel. Okay. It said, because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not. All right. Because there's a scripture where it says this devil doesn't keep at home, man. All right. But he heaps unto himself all nations. Okay. So everywhere he has a military base on almost all over the world, man. All right. That's where he made his nest on almost every part of the world. Okay. Verse 20. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not savor that which he desired. What he's desiring is a new world order. That's the agenda that these elites want, a new world order. They want the population to be reduced. They want basically they want their own circle to be as the next gods. All right, because they set themselves up as trying to be like the Most High. All right, like I read before with these different unrighteous decrees that they set up, you know, putting it into laws, thinking that they can be like the Most High. Okay. Verse 20 says, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not savor that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. All right. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. All right. See, right now, you know, these elites, these bankers, they're in the fullness of their sufficiency, man. They have all the world right now. The riches and everything. They have it all, man. All right. But guess what? They're in straits. Why is that? Because the Lord is plaguing them with different nightmares, and you know, even though they got all these riches, it's still it's worthless because they can't enjoy it. Now, I remember reading an article concerning that, about how these bankers, these it's not concerning the Rothschilds or the Rockefellers. It's actually talking about another group of bankers that this article was about, that they couldn't even enjoy it. They couldn't enjoy the riches that the rich lifestyle that they had. And concerning the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and the rest of the other banking families, it's on a whole nother level. All right. I'm 100% certain that they're suffering even more than the low level banker that that has some riches. Okay. Now it says, every hand of the wicked shall come upon them. All right. Verse 23 says, when he is about to fill his belly, all right, when he gets the taste of that new world order, all right, he said, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So when he get a taste of that new world order, then that's when the Lord is going to spring into action. All right. He's going to spring into action and he's going to take down his kingdom, man. All right. And that'll be the end of Esau. That'll be the end of Esau's rulership. Okay. So, yeah, he's going to get a small taste of that new world order. But the Lord's going to intervene. Verse 24, he said, he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword coming out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. All right. So right here, he said, verse 24, it said, he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through, man. All right. Now, let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, Esau, yeah, he's going to escape from the destruction. All right. There's no doubt about that. But this is what's going to happen. Let's go to, it's like one last verse, I promise. One last verse. I know I said that was the last verse, but this is one last verse. This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. It says, for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Verse 2. All right, now that where it says strangers, all right, it's talking about the Israelite foreigners. All right. Verse 2, it says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. All right. So we're going to rule over our oppressors. And who's the oppressors? These Edomites. All right. Let's go to Revelations. I said the last verse. I'm sorry, man. Slakia. That's the spirit, though, man. That's the spirit. Okay, you can't even complain. It's Revelation chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So right here, man, says that we're going to take them into captivity. This is a definite. All right. He that leadeth into captivity, the Edomites led into captivity. So guess what? They're going to go into captivity. All right. Esau, the blessings was the sword. All right. And he used that sword against us. All right. And guess what? He's going to be killed with that same sword, man. And that's the patience and the faith of us, the saints, the one that's still wholeheartedly doing his work. All right. So that's why they're going to escape from the nuclear destruction, but they're going to go right into slavery. All right. So the bankers are going to be the first fruits of slavery. And then they're going to have to bring back more slaves through that. Basically, they have to reproduce, man. They have to bring back some more slaves. All right. Because every single one of you Edomites are going to taste that slavery. Not one of you Edomites are going to be left out from that judgment. All right. And the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua will see to that. Okay. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and end the video off. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the body of Yahweh Shemel Shai, to you members of the Hopefully Elect. And till the next portion of the series, once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shemel Shai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. They continually rule very well. And peace and safety to the Hopefully Elect that's continually giving all diligence in this work, this ministry, spreading this gospel to the other members of the Hopefully Elect in all faith, true sincerity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.